Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bulba Squad. It's your host, me, Sarah, and my partner here with me, San. We're going to be opening up an unexpected booster box from S&M Base set. We bought it the other day, but turns out there's a tear in the plastic wrap, so sadly we cannot keep it, so we're going to open it instead. I'm going to go over a little bit of news that's just coming up, and then San will talk about some financial advice revolving this set. So we can start opening this.
We ended up buying some scissors that are actually pretty nice for this. They come apart and just become a knife. Alright, so what news will we be starting on now, Sarah?
So, if you guys haven't already noticed or seen them, Evolution's ETBs have been spotted in Walmarts recently, and it's not just one or two, it's actually a strangely large amount. And it's happening all over the US. We're not entirely sure if Walmart just had a bunch in their warehouses and just decided now to bring them all out, or if Pokemon just sent out their last supply of it, but they're there. And the prices before this all happened for the ETBs were $100, and they have dropped considerably due to this.
So to be a little more precise, the Blastoise ETB back in July was running in the vicinity of $80, and now it's running around $60. The Charizard is the one that really took a hit. So Charizard was running around anywhere between $120 to $150. Various different sales. And now he's running around $70. So he lost close, if not a little more, depending on which price you're gauging it off of, 50% of his value.
Alright. Next up, we have Hidden Fates reprints. Will be coming out in late September or early October. If you never got the chance to pick up Hidden Fates when the last reprint came out, and you're really interested in that, be looking out for it around that time. Get it when you see it, because it probably won't last long on the shelves. And the last bit of news we have, the 2-pack value pack for Darkness Ablaze. It's probably running about $5 or $6, and you get one Darkness Ablaze pack and one Sword and Shield base set pack. For only $6, that's a pretty good deal. If you do all that math and you end up buying 36 of them, you get about you get a box for less than the average price of a box. So both sets are pretty solid, pretty good sets. So if you're interested in picking up some of those will be in stores on the 14th, and I would look to getting those when you get the chance.
Alright, and as for the reason we even have this box, so I applied the spider system to this set, and I haven't covered it with you guys yet because this was supposed to be one of my more quiet purchases before anything happened. But, we went to my local game store and purchased it. I made the mistake of not checking it well. I don't know if it was already torn whenever he gave it to me, or if it tore as I was moving it. I'm not sure, but oh well, it happens. And I really don't mind too much. So, as I was applying the spider system to this set, because I've been going as far back as I can accurately, I found this set is still in the early stages of it. What I mean by that is every set, no matter which one we talk about, other than Crimson Invasion or Steam Siege at the moment, mainly because those two are kind of oddities, being, as garbage as they are. So, what happened with this set, it's 3 years old. It didn't have anywhere near as high of a print run as, say, Evolutions. And to my knowledge, it never had a reprint. But what happened is when this set originally came out, from what I gathered, a lot of people were divided over these, the rainbow rares. It just happened to be very convenient that I pulled one right now because I was about to mention it. So some people didn't buy into the set as much, just because, again, people weren't sure how to feel about the rainbow rares. Combining that with the fact that it was 2017, right on the same year that there was the big Pokemon singles market crash. For those of you that didn't know, Pokemon singles crashed that year. And various Charizards and cards just kind of lost some value. I think there was Dark Charizard. Yeah, Dark Charizard from the Team Rocket set. I think he lost roughly 10% of his value. So it was a rough year. It wasn't the only card that got impacted, so getting off topic, sorry about that. That's what I was saying. So, I applied the spider system and I noticed this set has slowly been dwindling, and that got confirmed by some of my contacts. Warehouses that I'm in touch with told me that this set is running very low. Like there isn't a terrible amount left in the warehouses, and all of the distributors sent an email out to their respective LGSs, local or LCSs, local card stores, and was telling them that if you want some, you should stock up now because it's running low. Which that told me right away that people have been slowly opening it, and while it may not have had the Alright, I'm giving up on the cards. I get way too distracted doing this. So, what that told me was why people didn't have the highest amount of interest in the set, there was some interest slowly whittling down the supply out there. But because this set came out in the year of that crash, where a lot of people just lost faith in their investments or lost their interest in Pokemon and we had all the people who left after Pokemon Go, because while Pokemon Go reintroduced a lot of people into the hobby, after a certain period of time people left, obviously, because that just happens. This set has not moved in 3 years. It is the exact same price as it was 3 years ago, just like Evolutions, but unlike Evolutions, it had a far lower print run. Which, that right away told me this set should be moving somewhat soon. Combine that with, from what I've gathered, the intrinsic value of this set. I put it around. Nice pull. So I put it around $150, mainly because from all the research I'd gathered on the set, I noticed there was no real outstanding issues with the set. The print runs were fine. The card prints were fine. The centering was actually pretty solid, considering it was an earlier Sun and Moon set. And overall, the pulls of this set were really solid. Most of the cards you would get that were chase cards were good, whereas in a set like Burning Shadows, you only have 1 or 2 cards you really want: the Darkrai, or the Charizard, also the Cynthia. This one, wait, no, I don't think it had a Cynthia. I'm unsure about that. Don't quote me on that. So this one, it has the Lunala and Solgaleo. It has the Tauros, which, from my understanding, since he's one of the OGs and had his own episode with Ash, some people have quite a bit of nostalgia attached to him. And then, I believe, if I remember correctly, there's 2 evolutions in this. I don't have Pokélectric pulled up right now. And so, combining all that, knowing that there's roughly a 1 in 2 chance at a Rainbow Rare in your booster box, and the fact that you're going to usually get a full art or 2 out of these, and from what I could tell, it looks like these are really good sets where most of the time you're going to get a 9 or a 10. the intrinsic value is higher than the price you're paying for the box. All sets will begin like that until people realize it, and then people will crack open the set, thus rectifying it to where it normally is, which is the price of the box and then the intrinsic value. Because usually it'll start off like this: intrinsic value higher, price lower. But because this disparity exists, people will keep cracking the product until it finally reaches the situation where all the sets are. If you go back to base set, if you crack it open, the odds of you making your money back are next to nothing. Same thing with Team Rocket Returns, just almost all the sets. The odds of you making your money back are not very high. So I decided I'm going to take a gamble on this set. I want to make a move on it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I believe this set has not moved in price in 3 years. Warehouses sent out an email saying that the set is running low in their places, in all their locations, and this email was sent across the US. Then combine that with the intrinsic value being higher than the price of the box. I see this box having a jump at some point. Maybe not soon. It may not even be for another year or two, but I do think this is an underrated set. I think there's too many good pulls in it that all combine together to make a solid set. Nothing fantastic that would cause you to run out your door to buy as much of it as you could possibly get, but enough that you can reliably park some money for a while.
Why are they upside down?
Huh.
I don't understand.
Well, I guess that was unexpected. Well, just as I was praising them about their printing, I guess they've messed up on the packaging. I'm surprised we actually got a rainbow rare. Surprised we got the 50% chance. But back to what I was saying with the 50% chance. You open up 2 boxes, you're probably going to get 1 rainbow rare. If you pull one of the desirable rainbow rares from the set, or if you pull one of the Evolutions, Lunala, or Solgaleo, a PSA 9 will definitely cover one of those 2 boxes, and will take a chunk out of the second one. A 10, if I'm correct, for any of those 4 that I just listed, will cover the boxes for Tauros. I believe a 9 covers 1 box, a 10 will cover a box and then some. And so yeah, that is why I have it here today, because just happened it tore, and I was trying to invest into this set, and I'm still planning on increasing my position on it. And this set is really one of my first big gambles I'm trying to make with this theory. I can't solidify that this theory has good guidance on it until I've moved on a set that has not actually grown yet. And this is perfect. It's unproven. 3 years, no growth, but the cards have slowly grown. Granted that the pop report does reflect the popularity of the cards, and so it's possible that the pop report has reflected that people aren't interested in these cards, but I'm banking on the fact that people just overlooked this set. And I feel pretty confident on it, but keep in mind this is all my speculation. At the end of the day, I'm just guessing. So don't just take my word for it. Go, if you like the spider system, or if you found a better way to use it, adjust it a little bit and apply this set to it. Do your own research, please, because at the end of the day, if you decide to park money in this set, that's your money. I can't tell you specifically what to do because you need to be able to properly appraise it. But thanks for watching, guys. For all of you who came through here, this was a little awkward because both of us we we weren't planning on making a video together, but we realized that this is too much in both of our areas because I don't do openings. Clearly, as you can tell, I got distracted halfway through and I kept stumbling over my words. And this was too financially heavy because this was a set specifically meant for investing initially. So I had to come in to cover it. Alright, that's it.
Alright, well, thank you guys for watching, and join us again next time.